All right, so get this. We're diving deep today into a secret plan.
Ooh, a secret plan.
Yeah, like a real tech thriller.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
But this one, it's all about electric cars
Okay, got it.
and a guy named Elon Musk.
I've heard of him.
So back in 2006, way back then,
Yeah.
Musk, he wrote this blog post called The Secret Tesla Motors Master Plan.
Interesting.
And it basically laid out his vision for Tesla, like where he wanted to take the company.
Yeah, I see.
And the crazy thing is, it's 2024 now.
Right.
So we can actually look back
Yeah.
and see how much of that secret plan like actually happened.
That's a really cool perspective, looking
Yeah.
back on it now.
Yeah.
Like, did it work out the way he thought it would?
Exactly. And that's what we're going to get into today.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So this blog post, it wasn't just some vague ideas.
Okay.
It was a super specific 4-step plan.
Huh. Almost like a prophecy.
Right. Like he predicted the future of Tesla.
All right, so let's break it down.
Okay. So step 1 was build a sports car.
Okay, a sports car.
Yeah. And he even mentioned the Tesla Roadster.
Oh, yeah, the first Tesla.
Exactly. So here's where it gets interesting.
Okay, I'm listening.
Most car companies, they start with like affordable cars, you know?
Right, for the everyday person.
Yeah, to reach a bigger market.
Makes sense.
But Musk, he did the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, he went straight for luxury.
So why would he do that?
Well, it's kind of genius when you think about it.
Okay, how so?
By targeting the high-end market first,
Right.
he was able to get those early adopters, you know?
Right, the people who love the newest tech.
Yeah, exactly. And they're willing to pay more for it.
They want to be the first to have it.
Exactly. And those early sales from the Roadster,
Okay.
they basically funded the development of Tesla's more affordable cars later on.
So it's like a stepping stone.
Yeah, like he was saying, hey, if you want to be part of this electric car revolution, you got to invest in the Roadster.
And that'll help bring the price down for everyone else.
Exactly.
Smart.
And you know what? This whole strategy of starting with a luxury product
Yeah.
to fund the development of more affordable ones,
Yeah.
it's been super influential.
Really?
Oh, yeah, we've seen other companies, especially in tech,
I can see that.
doing the same thing to shake up their industries.
So it's like a ripple effect.
Totally. So step 1, build a sports car.
Check.
Step 2 was to use that money to build an affordable car.
So that's where the Model S and Model 3 come in.
You got it.
Okay.
I'm following it.
And these cars weren't just cheaper.
What else?
They were designed to change how people thought about electric vehicle.
Because back then, people still had a lot of doubts about electric cars.
Totally. They thought they were slow or boring.
Yeah, not very cool, right?
Exactly. So Tesla came out with these sleek designs,
Huh?
impressive range,
Uh,
you know, how far you could drive on a single charge,
yeah.
and all this cutting edge technology.
To prove a point.
Yeah, to show that EVs could be awesome,
Practical.
luxurious even.
They wanted to change the image of electric cars completely.
And they did. Mission accomplished.
Well, hold on, because Tesla didn't stop there.
There's more.
Step 3 was to use that money
Okay.
to build an even more affordable car.
Wow, so they just kept going.
Yeah, and with the Model Y already out
Right.
and plans for even more models in the future,
It's clear that Tesla's committed to making EVs accessible to everyone.
it's all part of Musk's vision for a sustainable future.
Yeah, the more people driving electric cars, the less we rely on fossil fuels,
Exactly.
which is huge for the environment.
And it all goes back to that first investment in the Roadster.
That's like a chain reaction.
Totally. Those early adopters, they really helped pave the way.
They were pioneers in a way.
For sure. But there's one more piece to this puzzle.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, Musk's plan didn't just stop at making electric cars.
Okay, so what else?
He also wanted to tackle how those cars would be powered.
Interesting.
Yeah. Which brings us to step 4.
Hit me with it.
Provide zero-emission electric power generation options.
So like solar panels.
Yeah. Exactly. This is where Tesla's work with solar energy comes in.
Right, with Solar City.
It's all about creating a whole ecosystem.
Okay, I see.
So your electric car can be charged with renewable energy.
That's pretty amazing.
Right, like imagine your car being powered by the sun.
That's the future Tesla's working towards.
Totally. It's a closed loop, a sustainable energy system,
That reduces our dependence on fossil fuels.
and minimizes our impact on the environment.
It's really thinking ahead.
That's what sets Tesla apart from traditional car companies.
They're not just building cars, they're building a whole new way of thinking about transportation.
Exactly, but let's be real for a sec.
Okay.
Back when Musk first laid out this plan, a lot of people were like, yeah, right?
They were skeptical.
Totally, there were all these concerns.
Like what?
Like what happens to the batteries when they die?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And is it really better for the environment to make all these batteries?
Right, because making batteries can have an impact too.
Exactly. And then there's the argument that EVs just shift the pollution from the tailpipe to the power plant.
Ah, the long tailpipe argument.
You got it. But Musk addressed all these concerns head-on in his blog post.
So he didn't just ignore them.
Nope, he tackled them straight on.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see how those arguments have played out over time.
Yeah, like, have things changed since 2006?
Well, absolutely. So, for starters, Musk was very clear about the fact that the Roadster's lithium-ion batteries,
Yeah.
they're not classified as hazardous,
Okay.
and they can actually be safely put in landfills.
Really?
Yeah. But he also emphasized that recycling them
Oh, yeah.
makes way more sense economically
Because
you can actually sell those battery packs to recycling companies.
So it's like throwing money away if you just dump them.
Exactly. So it's good for the planet and good for business.
That's a win-win.
Totally. But what about that long tailpipe argument?
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
The idea that even though EVs don't have tailpipes, the power plants making their electricity might still be polluting. This is where Musk's data-driven approach comes in.
Okay, tell me more.
He laid out all the calculations comparing the emissions of the Roadster to a Toyota Prius
Interesting.
and even natural gas-powered cars.
So a range of options.
Yeah, and his findings showed that even if all the electricity for the Roadster came from fossil fuels,
Okay.
it still produced way less carbon emissions than a gasoline car.
So even in a worst-case scenario, the EV is still cleaner.
Exactly. And remember, this was back in 2006,
Right.
when renewable energy wasn't as big as it is today.
Good point.
So now, with more solar, wind, and other clean energy options,
Yeah.
the environmental benefits of EVs are even stronger.
It's like Musk was looking into the future.
Totally. He was anticipating the shift to renewables and factoring that into his plan.
Amazing how much of what he envisioned back then has actually happened.
It really is. It speaks to his long-term vision.
And his ability to connect all these dots.
Yeah, between technology, the environment, and market forces.
It's pretty remarkable.
So we've covered the 4 steps of Musk's plan. Yeah, that was a good breakdown. And even though Tesla definitely faces its share of challenges
There's no denying that Musk's vision has been a huge driving force
in shaping the auto industry,
and accelerating the shift to a cleaner, greener future.
it's really amazing to look back at this secret master plan from 2006
I know, right?
and see how much of what Musk predicted has actually come true,
It really speaks to the power of a clear vision
and the willingness to challenge the way things have always been done.
and the commitment to pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
It's truly inspiring, and it leaves us with so much to ponder as we look ahead.
What are the next big breakthroughs that will shape the future of transportation?
How can we make sure that sustainability is at the forefront of all these innovations?
And what role will we as consumers play in driving this transition?
These are all questions that we'll continue to explore in future deep dives.
And we hope you'll join us for those conversations.
Thanks for being here with us today for this deep dive into Tesla's secret master plan.
It's been a pleasure exploring this with you.
We hope you found it insightful and thought-provoking. And until next time.
Keep those minds curious.
And those imaginations running wild?